It's very
All
good.
right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football
Oh
League,
man, if I
presented by
win this game, I
EA
get to play in the Super
Sports.
Bowl. I think this is
Coming
where the
up,
money
it's a
is.
battle to represent the NFC in this
So
year's
wish me
Super
luck.
Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Four down. Ready?
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Good job.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I got 11. Ready, blue 80. Check 26, check 26. Gun. 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Hey, South. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
We got 4. 39. Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
Wow.
Hey, alert. Right. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Wide, 25 to 9. Let's go.
To throw is Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, but sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Man left. There we go. Back man. Blue 80. Get over there. Go. Hey, check Mike 45.
Now Wentz on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Aguilar has it. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 61 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Back 25! Ready, go!
On second down, Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Yes, baby.
And that'll fall incomplete.
Huh?
He's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Strong right. Gun. Ready. Blue 80. Four down. Left. Watch the safety creep. Blue 80, sit on it. Blue 80.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. This would complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. I think he might be off to the races.
Here's Ryan.
Watch 81.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
4 down. Go!
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And this one's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Get up!
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready! Back 25! Check. 21! Back 25 back!
Again, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Ready! White 25! Hey, motion backfield, motion back. Gun. Left! Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Blue 80, sit out up.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Gun. 4 down. Ready, blue 80. Whip. Watch the whip. Blue 80.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
I'll let you know.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Sunday. Go. Blue 80. 45. Mike, 45. Go.
Here's a Johnny. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Stop. Single. Go. Blue 80. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
You got tight right there.
From midfield, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Ram.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Blitz on.
They run to Ajayi, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
Hang in there now.
I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he connects with Ertz. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 down.
82.
Mike's 5'9".
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch tight end. 3 down. Check the
Ramp.
37.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 80.
4 down.
Into the red zone, Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
120.
3 down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Kill. Hey, watch edge. 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Darren Sproles, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I know you feel that.
And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then
20,
some
20.
on 2nd and 13.
Ready, blue 80. 4 down, even. 11. Right there, 54. Let him go.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still
Hey,
sitting
go.
on 0 points.
And it's not always making an
20,
adjustment.
20.
Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Hey, boys, we got play. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
All day,
Picked
every
off
day.
by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey.
Man, blue 80.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 to the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. Room past the 20. Ajayi's gonna go. The 40, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off the squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Ready! White 25! We got four down. White! Mike. Right! 53, Mike. Hey, Tuesday. Left! Twist! Kill! Hey, turn it up. 21! Check 25!
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go. Lady! 3 down. Odd.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Smith on a run for it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's it, baby.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, 4 down.
They get it to him running left. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Ryan out to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
There's a handoff to a Giant to begin the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Woo! Let's get it. Hey, check Mike 45.
Ram!
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Two tides. Alert. 3 down.
Now it's a Giant. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Run.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on now. Let's go.
Double tight. We got three, fellas.
There we go. Back man. Blue 80!
45. Mike, 45. Exit.
They run again with a Giant. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Blue 80!
Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
Go. Blue 80!
Check 26. Watch out.
This is a Giant. And an alley to run. 20.
Rhino.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them, all right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that,
4 down.
but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Yeah. You can bring
After
that
a
in here,
loss to
please.
start out, here's
Hey,
second
wait.
and 11.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Ready. Blue 80. 21.
Four down.
Let's go.
This time Ryan will throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I hope we'll hear about that from him soon.
21.
We got 4. We got
Hey, gun. Ready. Blue 80.
54.
Wide 25.
On first down, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
All day, every day.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick-6. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Wait.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's
11.
Tight end's on the Ringo.
Ready. Blue 80.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Gun.
Right there.
Ready for that.
They'll throw on first down to Ryan. Jones has it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So we got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Go, go. Blue 80!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Blue 80!
Check your hot read.
Hey, stash!
Check 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to
Miley,
extend
such a
the
sweetie.
drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end right. 3 down. Hey!
Go. 180!
Shift.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Get there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Done! 180!
3 down.
Oh my God.
Check!
You don't need it.
SOS.
Done!
And they'll go ground game here in the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's easy work, and it's coming again. Hey.
Time for a break.
4 down.
Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this.
Hang in
The
there,
Eagles
hang in
on
there
third
now.
down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Done! 180!
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Check tight.
Liz 5-2.
Check 49.
Sunday.
Shift. What?
Hey, over here.
Here's Wentz to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
4 down.
Ready. Right 25.
4 down.
Now Ito Smith. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. He's going to get it running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
Hey, we are
Ready. Move 80.
4 down.
Ready. Go.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did 3 times. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game.
now.
Just keep
Come on
that
now.
clock
Let's
ticking.
go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Great. Done.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Dodd coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. Blue 80. Black, come on. Ron. 59. 81.
Throwing his Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
86. He's sneaky, guys. Watch out for 86.
Here we go. 180.
Bunch set.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Wentz now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back man. Blue 80. Great.
He's crashing.
Hey, Lou. Listen.
Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
81.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yes.
Again, it's Wentz. That's caught inside the 20. And
What?
all the way down to the 5. And a timeout comes in.
'Cause they
The
didn't have that
whistle's
in the
blown
kids.
with 3 seconds remaining.
He got a sandwich.
Hang in
Well, they
there,
probably
hang in
don't
there
need to
now.
run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist.
Okay,
First
they
and
didn't
goal.
have it in the kids.
Set. Waiting.
Hey, 4 down.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship for Charles Davis.